Good morning. It's a beautiful Sunday morning, breezy and cool on Delmarva. Sun's shining. We have Melissa and Maggie. Say hello, Melissa and Maggie.
Hello.
There's Maggie. Maggie's being crazy this morning. She's so excited to be out. Right, Mag? A minute ago she was laid back on her bed. I guess she popped up. Yep. We were walking her cousin over at my sister's house this morning. So had a little.
She felt neglected.
I guess.
She was sad on
I have
her
to get up earlier and go over there.
Okay.
Well, especially I have to do that when I got to go to work.
What's going on over there?
It's almost chilly.
It is almost chilly.
Almost chilly this morning. Feels good. We're walking east along North Park Drive, heading toward the sun.
Sounds like a song lyric.
Yeah, there you go. A poem. Walking east along North Park Drive, heading toward the sun. Holding the hand of the one I love.
Aww. Nice.
Just wrote that right off the cuff.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's pretty
I
romantic.
don't think I have a career.
I
Trash can.
don't know. You're pretty romantic.
Thank you. Watch a lot of movies.
You like those chick flicks.
I kind of do. I like those. I like some of the fun ones. Like what's the one with the Jack Nicholson? As Good as It Gets or something like that. There's a couple of
I don't
them.
know that I'd call that a romantic movie. But
He ends up. Isn't that the one where he ends up with Helen Hunt in the end? She was his waitress.
I can't
See,
remember.
maybe I like those that are a
haven't
little
seen
bit
that
more
in a long
quirky.
time. Can't remember the ending.
Yeah, no, we don't watch movies in our house anymore.
No, our teenager's taken over our television.
YouTube.
Even though she has a great television up in her room,
Unless they
which
make
we should just steal because it seems like it's not being used much.
unless they make a YouTube version of it, I don't think we're gonna see it.
Yeah, probably not.
And the funny thing is, if they remade it on YouTube, she'd watch it, but she would not watch it as a regular movie.
Right.
So, but I don't know. That'll change, I'm sure. Too.
Yeah, it probably will. In
That'll
the next
change.
couple of years, she might decide she likes to watch things with us.
I see a baggie over here that needs to be picked up. These bags blow all around. There was talk about abolishing them. Would it be abolish or making them illegal? Making these bags illegal at one point. But I think with the COVID, you can't have your regular just fabric bags because they're afraid of the virus staying on them. So the plastic bags have made a strong comeback. Rocks. There's our shadows over here as we walk along. Pretty cool.
It's kind of chilly this morning.
It is. Feels nice. I mean, for the middle of June, this is kind of unusual.
Yeah.
There was, what was it? There was, like in history, I think somewhere there was something they said there was a year without a summer. I have to look that up. And I think it was due to some kind of a volcano erupted somewhere in the world. So the dust cloud from that volcano caused like the whole year to, the sun was somewhat blocked, so it didn't have as strong, so it never got quite as hot.
Come on, Bear.
People out at the zoo already this morning, mostly walkers and things. Bless you, Maggie. Are you sneezing? And then, one of the guys I went to school with, a scout leader from Asbury Church, he said that one of his Eagle Scouts just did some kind of a new thing here in the zoo. He said, check it out when the zoo opens. That they have some type of a new area that he worked on as part of his Eagle Scout program.
Oh, cool. It's not open yet, is it?
No, it might this week. I know they're talking about certain things opening up this week. Because I think they are going into phase 2 ketchup packets. Phase 2. I mean, they've still been working there, right? I don't know.
Well, of course people still been working
Yeah,
there.
they have
What, you
to
think
feed.
they let the animals to survive on their own?
They have to feed. Sometimes when they have things like hurricanes and things like that, the poor animals end up having to fend for themselves, or they end up getting in the general public.
I remember one
They
year,
have to recapture them.
didn't they? Like we had that
The flood,
hurricane, was it?
didn't they have to move
Yes,
some of them?
they
Yeah,
moved them somewhere.
yeah,
so
because we had a flood.
I don't know how you do that, but considering a lot of them are species that might, it's not like you can move them together. I don't know.
Yeah. You build a bigger ark,
Some of them you can leave there, the crocodiles, but they might get out.
but then they usually need to make sure the water is a certain temperature too, because they're cold-blooded, so they can go into, if the water gets too cold, they have to be kept certain. They can't move.
I don't know how you would do all that.
That's why we're not zookeepers, I guess.
Right.
We would not do well with them.
Nope.
We'd have to take them on.
Our animals
think-
would probably die.
I think it involves a big ark.
Does it? Noah, the first zookeeper.
They there is, where is that? Somewhere in Tennessee or something, that giant ark project they built.
Oh yeah.
It might be interesting to go see sometime. I think that show. Oh, I'm gonna go get this trash. I'll be back. Right in the middle of the road. Somebody snacks. Nice. I'm gonna dump in this can. I'll catch up with you guys. We threw the baggie with all our ketchup and mustard and stuff. Litter bug, litter bug, litter bug, litter bug, litter bug. All right, let's do another bag. Let's do a job. Kick up with it. It's really gonna be shaky. Really gonna be shaky. Melissa wouldn't let me bring my skateboard. I could skate and catch up with them. I thought you guys were trying to hide and surprise me. Yeah. You going down?
Maggie.
You going down?
No.
All right. All right. Okay. No, there is a show. I don't know if you've seen it. I have not seen it lately. But there's a show with, it's like seeds from that tree there. Whatever kind of, yeah, try planting them. Planting some. Maybe a tulip tree. Not sure what kind of tree that is. Mm-hmm. Car coming. Car. Oh. Get a car with a really nice stereo system. Too loud. But it's Ozzy and Jack Osbourne, and they go to different places like that. On the road, they travel together and videotape different places.
Oh, good.
That was interesting to go see them. Yeah. So they ended up going to that ark. So, as a kind of religious symbol, and there is Ozzy, although he wears a lot of crosses and things, but he kind of is known for being his original band was Black Sabbath. So, but, down in the, yep.
About it. What's this big pile of leaves right here?
People, I don't know where they said it, but some people have the idea that if they want to cut down the branches and stuff in their yard and they put it across the street on the public property. Look at that cat with his little, he's cute. He's a cutie. He's red. Just sitting there watching everything that's going on. Yeah, no, I don't know if it was ever said at some point here, but it's like, if you put your branches and stuff like that, eventually the city will pick it up.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. That's what people do. We have another neighbor that has just taken that, like, one section of the front of his yard and just piles all the brush and everything over there, waits for it to rot.
Nice.
Yeah.
That seems right.
Yeah, nice. It's amazing what people can find justification for if they give themselves a reason. That is a cute house if anyone is looking in the area. Right here.
That's cute.
That is cute. Brick.
I'm partial to brick houses. They're very cute.
Mm-hmm. I like them now. A lot of people, they're doing like a whitewash on the brick or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Change it just instead of, I think that looks
Maggie
cool.
has that doll down here. This little chain.
Oh.
And it sees Maggie. She's like, oh, play with her. Slow down and speed up.
Yep.
We're going to meet in the same spot.
Mm-hmm. It's like, and it's funny, you try to plan things like that. They cut this, you know how they did the clear cut this past year? This used to be like this whole big area here was all this plant.
These look like grapevines.
That is a grapevine there. But it was this evergreen plant. And that was this whole big area, and they ran over it with the grass cutter last year, I guess because it was getting too thick. I don't know if they're afraid that people will start living.
Things?
That's what I'm saying. That's the evergreen that used to cover this whole area here.
Oh, it's
And they
nice.
cut it way back. I think they're afraid people will start living in it. I don't know.
People would start living in it, or like animals?
Maybe both. Well, that's one of the reasons why they always said they cut the bamboo back, because they've had people that were actually living in the bamboo.
Right, like homeless people. Or something.
Mm-hmm. So.
Interesting.
And then that was, once we take the 10 blueberries off our blueberry bush, I was reading Pastor Martin's post that he said that he has, he cuts his back almost to the ground, or cuts it way back every year, and it's supposed to influence faster growth. So maybe I'll do that after which I usually do with, like I did with my Nanking cherries, the cherries that I have. So I normally do that. So I've never done it with that blueberry bush because I was waiting for it to make sure it was established. But I did see new shoots coming up from the roots this year. So maybe it's the year to trim it back.
Yeah, maybe.
Trim it back, and hopefully next year we'll have 20 blueberries. The year after that, 40 blueberries. And it'll keep going on and on and on.
So we can make a pie.
Yeah. Blueberry pie. Yeah, blueberry pie is good. That is right up there with one of my favorite things about going to Michigan is pie.
No.
Strawberry, I'm just going to say 2 words. Strawberry rhubarb.
I don't really particularly like it. But...
Well, that's okay, because that leaves more for me.
You and Dad.
He usually only eats one. Well, your dad's funny on things like that. He always says, oh, we'll come over here to the water and let them walk by. You know, your dad always says, I don't really like that sweet stuff too much. But then I think it's just, he just likes to keep.
Donuts.
He just likes to keep.
I haven't had donuts in
20 years.
20 years, whatever. They eat like 40 of them.
Yeah, I think he does it just to, so he and I, to commiserate with me. That's what it is. He's like, well, Keith's here. Keith's here. He is the donut freak and pie freak, so I guess, you know, I will partake with him. A little bit more trash. Picking up trash. Whoa. And today's winner is McDonald's. That's possible. And sometimes the squirrels, when they are looking for things.
Be careful when you pick up that knife. Don't touch
Yep.
it. Other than
Give me a B.
Phew, listen to you.
I hear you. Somebody might be looking for their bee. Trash, trash. It is an obsession, I'm sorry. Oh, wait a second. Chick-fil-A may have beat out McDonald's. No, I've already had more pieces of McDonald's trash than Chick-fil-A. Where are you going? Now this is not a dam. This is a bridge. But here's where they have clear cut the area. Looks like it's becoming a nesting area for the geese. But if you look down, oh, duck fight, duck fight. That was the missus running off the mister. She said, we will have none of your amorous suggestions this morning. I do believe that was part of the issue. The male was thinking it was a nice, cool Sunday morning, time to get frisky, and the female was like, you better step back, Jack.
Oh my goodness.
I have not had my breakfast yet. Oh, look, there's one of the pelicans down there.
Oh, I was trying to get a picture of him.
Huh?
But it could not.
No?
Yeah, it did, but it's probably not any good.
Okay.
He's got like a blackhead.
Oh, that's that's the swan then. That's the,
Pelican there, but
that's a different one then. I was gonna say that's not one of the regular pelicans. Because we have the spiky hair pelicans that are normally here. I gotta take my damn picture. I'll catch up with you guys. Oh. Fishermen, poor fishermen, never leave their area trashy. All right, there is the dam. I'm gonna stop this and take a picture.